CDC is advising that you stay in your home.
We show up.
Keep their heads down!
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Carbon, and today we are talking some more about Call of Duty Warzone. The official trailer just dropped, and that's probably what you're seeing in the background right now. But a lot of information followed that trailer, including how Warzone is going to work, and a lot of this information is exactly what we've been covering the past, few months. But some of it has also changed thanks to creator feedback, such as Driftor and Charlie Intel and so on. So if you guys are interested in anything Call of Duty Warzone or CoDNews, then please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that notification button so you can stay up to date for whenever notifications are working. So let's get into how this is going to work. First of all, Call of Duty Warzone does have a cash system. You have buy stations, kill streaks, and a bunch more. It has basically an in-game currency, plunder. We've been talking about this for a long time, and it is revolved around a cash system that lets players access new content in Warzone. And the cash system is fully in-game and not impacted or part of any microtransaction system, which is a huge step up for Call of Duty. I am loving this no microtransaction stuff going on lately. Players enter every match with exactly $0 in cash to their name. So as you begin to loot and find the stuff you need all around the map, such as like equipment and weapons and stuff like that, you will find plunder around the map or cash in various quantities. The cash stack you see will be smaller for lower amounts of cash and larger for higher amounts of cash. So this entire game mode, this whole battle royale, this Warzone, completely revolves around cash, as it will allow you to get equipment and items from the buy stations located around the map. Now, what are these buy stations? Well, they are located in various locations around this big map and are easy to see on the map. You'll be able to see them clearly whether in the air or on the ground. And with the advanced ping system in Warzone, you can easily mark a close by station for you and your teams to see to get them when you need it. And buy stations will let you use your cash to purchase certain things in the game, such as like kill streaks. And yes, kill streaks they're in the game. And players cannot earn kill streaks the standard way, like they're used to in multiplayer. You have to buy them using the plunder or the very rare looting. You can actually find them in the map. But players can only carry one kill streak at a time. If you purchase more than one, it will only let you take one, so your teammate will have to hold the other. And there's also a look at what you can buy from the buy stations. Here's an image now. It is exactly the images we were showing, long before making videos about, and those videos were being taken down. And not only have the prices changed based on feedback, but one thing you can also get from these stations is the ability to buy back your teammates if they failed to get through the gulag or gulag, whatever it is, before it has expired. So yes, if your teammate goes down, you can use the plunder you've earned to buy them back into the game. So it's like, you're really going to see who your true friends are. Are they going to waste their money to help you, or are they going to continue the game, convert it into XP? That's where you're going to find out. So the amount of cash you can find and earn is quite balanced from the playtesting experience, and you don't find it too much, and you have to be strategic about how you spend that plunder. And just like I used the example, you're going to have to choose whether to save it for kill streaks or to get a possible down teammate back onto your team. And you can also share plunder between your teammates by dropping the cash that you currently have. So on PS4 and Xbox, you will be able to press down on the D-pad and then use the right trigger stick to highlight cash and drop stacks. Your teammates will then be able to pick up the stacks. If you want to pool it together, you can also do that as well to get certain kill streaks in the game. So this is a very good system. If you guys are all just kind of short, it kind of goes back to zombies. You're kind of waiting for that one person to get just the right amount. It would have been great if you could just give those other players your points, and you're going to be able to do this in Warzone. And there's a variety of options available when it comes to kill streaks, and some operate very similar to multiplayer. But yes, like I said, there are kill streaks, and as we've talked about, buying from the buy station or finding very rarely on the map is a great way to get kill streaks, but they aren't just like multiplayer. You can't just earn them that way. There is going to be a UAV streak, but the UAV streak is a very small circle that pings enemies in the radius nearby you for a very specific set of time. So it's kind of like having a sensor dart in Blackout attached to someone's body, and it's only going to last a certain amount of time in the game. And it does not show the entire map, only the small area for you and your team. And there's also going to be extensive details coming soon about plunder. Now, as far as loot, it is very similar, or it's very simplified in the fact that it's kind of like Blackout. There is no backpack or carry pack, which I always said in Blackout, I wish you didn't have to find. It just doesn't make sense. It's kind of stupid. I get it's in other games. It doesn't have to be in Call of Duty. And it's going to be even more fast-paced of a Call of Duty action, versus the traditional Battle Royale experiences that you might expect, which is what a lot of people want. They want that running gun. Personally, I want slow and strategic, but I'm going to dominate no matter what. So then what you carry is also very simple. You have 2 weapons to hold. You can't use 2 of the same weapons, but you can hold 2 primary weapons. 1 lethal equipment and 1 tactical equipment, just like multiplayer. And then you will have an inventory management system that is accessed by pressing down on the D-pad. And it's not a complicated inventory management that there was in Blackout. I hated it. I hated the fact that you had to stand still inside a bag, rummage through it, pressing square. This is going to be a lot more different. It's a more extensive management that you can hold and can't hold of certain loot. And one of the best features that Warzone has compared to Blackout is the ability to pick up ammo just by walking over it. Now, this is also a huge thing I said that they needed to implement in Blackout, and it was a huge miss. I would just want to walk over my ammo to pick it up. Like, obviously, I want the ammo. Why do I have to pick it up? But yes, looks like we're getting that in Warzone, and I am very thankful to that. And because you don't have a set limit of ammo you can carry, there's no worrying about managing your ammo in that inventory space with the backpack you also don't have to find. Thank you. And don't worry, guys, Call of Duty Warzone continues the stapled feature, that we have in Modern Warfare to fully support crossplay in the game between Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Players can play with any of their friends across all the platforms, similar to Modern Warfare though. So just like Modern Warfare, for those looking to jump into Warzone without owning Modern Warfare, you will need an Activision ID and account in order to play, as that's how crossplay works in the Call of Duty franchise. So players who own this Modern Warfare version, like we have now, you've been playing it, and play Modern Warzone, you will be able to be in the same matchmaking pool as those who are free to play Warzone owners only. So there's absolutely no separation. Infinity Ward has confirmed this. And something else that's been confirmed is a different game mode related to Warzone, and it's going to be called Call of Duty Warzone Plunder. So yeah, the Plunder mode. Battle Royale is not the only mode available in Call of Duty Warzone. There's a second mode called Plunder, which Infinity Ward wants to be, basically the fun side of the experience for those who want a more casual experience compared to the intensities of the Battle Royale games. If you don't like everything that's involved with the normal one, you can play just the Plunder mode. Plunder is all about the team who secures the most cash in game. So here's how it's going to work. The objective of Plunder is to go around the map and find as much cash as possible to accumulate a total of $1 million in cash. So in this mode, the amount of cash you can find is dramatically increased compared to Battle Royale. The Plunder in this system will have a 30-minute timer for players who reach $1 million in cash. When a team reaches $1 million in cash and it has been secured, an overtime phase is triggered in the mode. The team that deposited the $1 million in cash has their $1 million secured. During this overtime phase, the amount of cash you find is doubled. The team with the most cash, when the time ends, wins the game. And if no one reaches $1 million in cash by the 30-minute mark, the team with the most money secures the win. So a very important aspect for this mode is that respawn is fully enabled. So this is kind of like your hot pursuit to Blackout if you want that more engaged, fun, type of mode. So if you die, there's a 15-second timer. And once that's up, you can be sent back to redeploy onto the map to get back into the action. There is no gulag in this mode. So in addition, players have their own create-a-class loadouts in the Plunder mode. So when you respawn, you will have your create-a-class loadout. And players also drop with their cash when they die. There's a certain amount of cash you will drop when you die. So if you have too much on you, basically an overflow, it's a risk to stay in the open. You don't want people to come get that plunder. So use your last stand to move to a safe place so your team can get you up and no one gets your plunder. But players can secure their cash and deposit them in one of two ways. The first is through specially marked helicopter pads that are located around the map. We've talked about this in previous videos, probably ones that have been taken down. It is basically you shoot up a flare and you'll be able to extract your plunder via a helicopter. And these helicopter pads are located around the map. And at those pads, you have to run up to them, press a button to activate the pad, and wait for a chopper to arrive. So it looks like they did change the flare gun to an activation pad for a helicopter to come down, so there are evacuation points. So when the chopper arrives, you can then deposit the cash you have on you, and then that cash is secured and cannot be taken away. But there's a huge risk with these helicopter deposits. There's no cover around them at all, and you can be shot while attempting deposit. I mean, think about it. You're up on a helipad, you activate a thing, a helicopter comes from above. Everybody can see that helicopter. They know someone's depositing. They want to come kill you and get that plunder before you can deposit it. And then the second way to deposit is through balloons that can be found through certain buy stations throughout the map, and you will use the plunder you have used to buy it. But there's a catch with these portable deposit systems. It can only take a deposit of up to $150,000. The chopper deposits does not have a limit. So you're going to want to go to the chopper rather than a balloon, because if you have, let's say, $1 million on you, you're going to be able to only deposit $150,000 through the balloon. And guys, this is a lot of information. I want to thank everybody that has believed in this mode, and me, since we first talked about it. I would really like to go over comments of people who absolutely just said the rudest things about there possibly even being a battle royale, like how stupid I could be for absolutely making this up for clickbait. It is just amazing. But I don't want to make this video any longer. If you are ready for more Call of Duty Modern Warfare's Warzone content, or just, I guess it's just Call of Duty Warzone now, then please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and that notification button for whenever notifications are working, and leave a comment. Let me know what I did wrong. You guys always do. Guys, I'll see you in the war zone. It's your boy Carbon. Peace.